here with WBA Super Lightweight World Champion Jessie Vargas. Jessie, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Doug.
Good. So let's go back before your most recent bout.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about Erik Morales and your relationship with him. How'd you guys meet up? How do you feel about how that kind of meshed in training camp and going into the fight?
Well, we met up. I contacted him in the middle of camp. I was in a situation where Roy didn't have too much time in his hands. He had several things going on at the moment, and I sat down, talked to him, and that's when I came with the decision to bring in Erik, and everything worked out well. I was comfortable with Erik. He did a great job, and I look forward to working together in the future.
Yeah. Some people were critical and kind of questioned the idea that you would even change trainers that close to a big fight like that. I mean, how do you feel about that in retrospect? Do you think it had any impact? Was it good? Was it negative?
It was good, Doug, but I mean, we don't ever have anything planned out. We don't know how anything is going to result. We can't predict the future, and the position that I was in at that moment, I needed to bring someone in, and Erik Morales was that guy. He did a great job the time that he was in camp. With it being a short amount of time, he did what he could, and we had some fun, and it was pleasant to have him around in training camp, teaching me some of his methods, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I mean, we have to adjust in any whatever is thrown at us. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. And that's what we did, and I wouldn't have changed it in any other way, just because that's the way it is, and that's what we got to take care of the things that come at us, right?
Well, and I think that's a key characteristic of any high caliber champion is adaptability, whether it's in training camp, in the ring. But if you're going to be always faced with something that's a little unpredictable, then you got to be able to adapt and rise the occasion.
Exactly. You're always going to be in front of adversity, and you have to know how to stay strong mentally, and then just to always give it your all.
Yeah. So from Erik in the process of training camp and actually in the fight itself, what'd you learn? What do you feel like your biggest takeaway from all that was?
It was a great experience.
Yeah.
I learned to trust your instinct. To be honest, as a fighter, trust your instinct. That's one major thing that we need to trust. Sometimes there's going to be a game plan, but you need to know how to move and adjust certain things that you feel you're comfortable with. At the same time, paying attention to your corner. Experience. More than anything, I'd say experience, because sometimes you're in the ring and your body doesn't react the way you want it to, and you just have to find ways. Just dig deep and find ways to give the best performance that you can, no matter if your body is adjusted to how you're used to or not. And one very important thing is you're the only one that knows your body. So in training camp, have full control of what's going on, because you're the only one that knows whether you're tired, whether you're full of energy. So have control and don't slack off. Everybody knows that. And when you're not a slacker like myself, well, then when you say that you're not really feeling well, trust your instinct and then just take that day off.
Yeah, stick to your guns. Yeah. There's a certain level where the fighter needs to be in charge.
Exactly. Exactly. A certain level where you have to have good communication with your trainers, all of them. Your physical trainer, boxing trainer, and just the rest of your team. And you have very good communication, which not too many fighters talk about, but it's good to do so.
Yeah. So let's switch it up and talk a little bit about a program that's near and dear to your heart, the Spring Mountain Youth Camp.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us, you were there from the beginning, to getting that started. Tell us a little bit about what's going on up there and what you've seen as a result of putting that boxing program up mile high.
That's right, Doug. We all got it started. Yeah. You being a part of it as well.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to continue and to be a part of it and seeing progress. The kids have been doing much better in their school activities. As soon as we brought up the boxing program up there, so it has benefited in one way or another. They're not as aggressive, in during school hours, which that's where boxing helps. It helps you just let out that aggressiveness, and whenever you have a bad day, you let it out in that gym, and it's helping them do just that. They're good guys. They just need someone to guide them, and that's what we try to do. And the boxing program is continuing to grow. They are very much into it. They want to continue boxing even after the Spring Mountain Youth Camp program. So it's all worked out for good.
I mean, dealing with at-risk youth, how do you approach them differently than anybody else? I mean, are the things you try to communicate to them, to share with them that you feel like they're going to benefit more from than the average person?
Well, speaking with them and talking with them, communicating with them, they understand that we understand them, that I used to be in their position, and that still now I know their feeling, I know what they're going through, just because I came up that same way or in a very similar matter, and I think the understanding between both of us, all the kids there and myself, has helped us get close and accept each other, and I guess they accept me guiding them, and I accept that and I'm happy that they're learning from me, and I'm happy that they are actually taking in the advice that I'm giving them, and putting it to work, putting it into their life's perspective, because that's the way it should be. I think that the youth is our future, and we need to find any opportunity to just give them examples or give them some tips that will help them along the way.
It's great. It's awesome you're giving back to the community, not just the boxing community, but just the community in general.
I think that's what we have to do. If with any little power that I have to help, I'll always do my best to do so.
Well, you're a great role model, that's for sure.
Thank you, Doug.
So, last thing, what's coming up next? Do you have any idea? Can you give us any insights on what your next plan is? What's the next step?
Not yet, to be honest. I'll let you know what we have been talking about. What are some of the ideas out there? And maybe November, December.
Yep.
If Top Rank, Bob Aram, Todd DeBuff, and my manager Cameron Duncan, if we all sit down and agree on something, it looks like possibly November or December. But nothing for sure just yet. But that's all we spoke about recently.
But you're hoping before the end of the year.
Yeah, kind of finish one fight off with a bang.
Yeah.
Everything's steadier at the moment, but I want to finish it strong.
Yeah. Awesome.
Come back stronger than ever.
And you will. Stronger and smarter, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so the hardest question here. You ready for this? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
Okay. What's your favorite boxing equipment company?
Without a doubt, hands down, Title.